Duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. At this time, we need a motion to certify the agenda. Motion made by Robert, seconded by Scott. All four. It's 1, 2, 3, 5. Let the record show that Linda Baird and Josh Jordan are not present at this time. And Leanne's going to lead us in a prayer.
Dear gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to gather here together tonight. And Father, I just thank you for all these people here tonight, Lord, that we get to acknowledge. Thank you for the gift they are to this district and what they do, Father. And I just ask that as we make decisions tonight, that you give us wisdom, understanding, and knowledge to act according to your good will, Father. Be with the teachers and the staff as they start a new school semester. And may your favor and hand be over it and all that they do. In your name I pray. Amen.
Elementary.
Okay. Elementary students leading the, all right.
Yeah, acknowledge.
All right, let the record show that Linda Baird is present.
At 5:17.
5:17 p.m.
Are you here?
All right, you elementary kids, are y'all leading the pledge?
Yes.
Then y'all want to come down here?
I think they're a little nervous.
Okay, y'all can do that. Okay. So once y'all get started,
We'll help follow along.
yes.
You're not gonna have to say it all by yourself.
We'll start with the American flag, and then once we do that, we'll turn and we'll face the other one, and y'all can get us rolling, please. So when y'all get started, y'all start with the I. Honor. All right, thank y'all. All right, Dr. McCullough, do we have some special recognitions? Actually, we'll start with our students that are here. And,
Our middle school
Ms. Woodard, yes.
student council is
Okay.
here today.
all right.
With their sponsor, Ms. Talsma. And Ms. Talsma, if you'd like to introduce them. Yes. All right.
Okay, we have our president, Joe Long, our vice president, Madeline Goodman, our reporter, Annabella Talsma. We have other members. We have Evelyn Williamson, Melanie Helston, Mallory Zeller, Catherine Ng, and Colby Bass. Okay, Joe, would you like to tell?
Oh,
Oh,
you
we would
forgot
like
one.
to thank the school board members. Oh, and Kathleen James, sorry. Okay, sorry.
We would like to thank the school board members and appreciate them since it's school board appreciation week.
So we represent our baskets and our cards.
So we will present our baskets and our cards.
Thank you.
Group, what do we say?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So y'all bring this?
Yes, the cards and the striped bag.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all.
Since we just did with board, let's stay on board appreciation. Ms. Desiree, I think you have some elementary students here as well. How nice.
We will make sure that
Mr. Jordan sits right here, so yeah. Just
Thank y'all.
Sorry. Well, they're too all scared to speak. So, in
inside of your bags, each 6 weeks or each few weeks, we do a activity or a project in our classroom. Well, we knew January was Board Appreciation Month, and so we looked to see what your theme was for the year, and it was forward thinking. So I asked the kids what forward thinking meant to them, and they thought about clock. So they each made a clock tailored to your needs or the wants that you had sent to us that you liked. And so each student, they created them as a group, and so they were painted and colored and everything by the students. There's a battery on the back too, so that you can use that. And so they should have wrote their names on the back. And so we just appreciate everything that you do for the school, and it does not go unnoticed. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you, middle school. Now, high school, I know there was one other thing over here. Mr. Glover, would you like to speak toward that?
Sure, I'll speak for it. I did not bring any students to pass it out. But we did leave you a token of our appreciation there on the table, the jacket's there, and that's on behalf of everybody at the high school. We appreciate everything y'all do.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank y'all. So this
Very
is
nice.
high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And also from the administration and from the school, the board also received, as did our staff before Christmas, the board received their blanket and their umbrellas tonight as well. So again, board, we do appreciate you and all that you do, and thank you for your service to our district, to our students, and to our staff. So thank you very much. So we appreciate you. All right, we will, I guess while I'm there, I might as well read this as well. As a part of School Board Appreciation Month, TASB helps, Texas Association of School Board, helps schools in regard to honor them, and they put together a proclamation that this is School Board Appreciation Month, and so I'll take the opportunity to read that. It says, whereas the mission of public schools is to meet the diverse educational needs of all children and to empower them to become competent, productive contributors to a democratic society in an ever-changing world, and whereas local school board members are committed to children and believe that all children can be successful learners and that the best education is tailored to the individual needs of the child, and whereas local school board members work closely with parents, educational professionals, and other community members to create the education vision we want for our students, and whereas local school board members are responsible for ensuring the structure that provides a solid foundation for our school system, and whereas local school board members are strong advocates for public education and are responsible for communicating the needs of the school district to the public and the public's expectations to the district. Now I therefore, Jason McCullough, do hereby declare my appreciation to the members of Mount Vernon School Board and proclaim January 2023 as School Board Recognition Month for Mount Vernon ISD. I urge all citizens to join me in recognizing the dedication and hard work of local school board members and in working with them to mold an education system that meets the needs of both today's and tomorrow's children. So, if you would, please help me thank our board for their service to our district. Well, President, anything you need to say before I move on?
I think we're ready to move on.
Okay, all right. Well, so let's take a step back now, and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Partridge and allow him. We have some all-region and high school area band members to recognize.
All right, so if y'all want to come on up, you don't have to be shy. So we were 2 high school kids so far over here, and then middle school, yeah. All right, so in band, there's multiple different competitions. There's region, then there's area, and there's state. And so we had 2 students who actually advanced to area. One for band, which is Lincoln. Give him a round of applause. Play the He got second 2 years in a row now. He's really salty about that still. Saturday, he's feeling kind of mad, but he lost to a really good senior. And so, I mean, kudos to them. But 2 years in a row, very impressive. It's very difficult to make that go that high as a freshman and sophomore. We also have Ava, who actually competed in choir, which if you don't know, we don't have a choir. So this is all her just going out, doing it, lots of just practicing with private lessons, and you do a choir thing on Monday nights usually, or sometimes. Yeah, those are the private lessons, usually private lessons. So you're going in, competing with people who have a choir, who go to choir every day. She doesn't have that opportunity, and it's still successful. They actually do region, pre-area, then state. And so Ava went through 3 rounds and got 14th, I think. And they take 7. So give her an applause. She's a freshman. Yeah, very young. I mean, freshman, sophomore. Lots of good things are happening. We're really excited for their future and the program and all that they've done so far. So it's incredible results for being so young in high school. It's not normal, so this is really awesome. Yeah, they're doing good work. So on middle school, Mr. C will speak on that.
For middle school, we had about 25 students that auditioned through the process. This all encompasses all middle school. There was about 450 students that competed in this for this one for us in middle school. It's only 7th and 8th graders. We had 3 different instruments that qualified. We have 2 clarinets, 2 flutes, and 2 percussionists. One unfortunately couldn't make it today. But our first up, we have Hensley Blaylock. She, out of the 55 clarinets that auditioned that evening, she made 1st overall.
Oh, wow.
Next up, we have Melody Anderson. She's the same clarinet as well. She made, I believe, was 16th overall out of the 55 that made it. Next up, we have Emily Stewart. She also she plays flute, and she made 12th out of, I want to say it was around 45 or 50 as well. So, next up, we have Kimberly Trujillo. She also plays flute, and she earned 4th chair out of the 50-something that were. Next up, we have Paul Bentley. He plays percussion, and he made 7th out of, I believe, 80 that was there that day. Our student that unfortunately could not make it today, Ricardo Sosa, he also plays percussion, and he made 9th out of the 80s under that audition that day. So I want to give him specifically, and for me, sorry for Mr. Parker, but on behalf of the middle school program, I wanted to present plaques for them.
Oh, very good.
If I could-
Next time.
Yeah, not that. So,
You'll get your picture on the wall next day.
where, here, I think it's in front of us.
It's warm, it'll come up.
So yeah, we wanted to recognize them for the hard work that they did, because again, what that is that for their music, they play 2 different things and plus scales and whatnot, and it took them about like 3 to 4 months of preparation for them to do all this. And so we wanted to give them a recognition for all the hard work that they've done. And they're performing this weekend at Pleasant Grove High School. It'll be a clinic, and then they perform a concert of 5 brand new pieces that they've never seen before, and they only got a week to put it together, or those 2 rehearsals as well for that weekend. So
Very good. Hey guys, if y'all all come right here in the middle, and let's get your picture, please.
yeah.
Directors, y'all come with them.
We have to stand in the back.
You should ask them for your
Hey, you know what?
first.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, just.
High scores pretend you had some.
All right. Hey, congratulations. Now we have another group of recognitions that we want to make, and that is for our teachers and our campus support members of the month. And so we will start with elementary, and if I could have Miss Megan Law come forward, please. Congratulations. There you go. Let's hold that. Let me share with you what her campus had to say about her. It says, have you ever met anyone that has never had a bad day? It says, let me introduce you to Miss Megan Law, our third grade math and science teacher. Miss Law's vibrant smile and enthusiasm are magnetic. Not only do you just want to be around her, but she is an exceptional teacher. She works collaboratively with her grade level team to prepare rigorous, engaging lessons using best practices. In addition, she displays excellence in the classroom by consistently advancing students to higher levels of academic achievement by promoting critical thinking and real-world application during math instruction. She has the ability to motivate and encourage students beyond their expectations, both academically and socially. As a classroom teacher, she was instrumental in our third math students performing above the state average in every performance indicator in the STAR Math Assessment. Ms. Law serves as a leader not only in the classroom but throughout our school and community by serving on many committees and service organizations to support campus improvement and culture. Her perfect attendance for the school year and desire to see her students advance personally in their activities outside of the school day reflects her dedication to her students' success. What sets Ms. Law apart is her ability to empower youth by creating an environment of mutual respect and love. Her genuine love and compassion for her students is noticed by all, and everyone aspires to be a Ms. Law. She uses trauma-informed practices effortlessly in her class to help her students build a sense of stability, cultivate self-worth, and build meaningful relationships. All her students know they belong in her classroom. Ms. Law is a team player and always willing to go above and beyond for her colleagues, students, and parents. Ms. Law is a game changer, and we are blessed to have her on our team. The elementary staff member of the month, our teacher of the month, Ms. Megan Law. Do you have anything to say?
Thank you. I tell Ms. Phillips, I really do have the best job. I really do.
Well, we appreciate you very much. All right, so let's get a picture.
Okay.
Very good. Congratulations.
Oh, I slid over, so it wouldn't be.
All right. Next, for our middle school teacher of the month, Miss Carrie Barnes. Congratulations. What her campus has to say about her is Carrie Barnes is an outstanding teacher and coach. She is always available to help any student, including students who may need assistance outside her teaching assignments, including junior high math. If she doesn't feel she knows the correct response for a different subject, she is quick to find someone who has the answers. She is the junior high cheer coach and science teacher. She fills in and supports the high school cheer program as well. As I went down before the meeting and just saw her in there with the high school cheer team getting ready for state. Says she tutors students in all grade levels when needed and is a mentor to our new staff members as well. She can always be counted on to assist her students in any way. When asked if she could help out, her response is always, I will do whatever you need. Just let me know how I can help. Carrie is a valuable team member to the middle school staff. She goes above and beyond the defined boundaries of her duties and responsibilities. With all the extra things she does each week, she is always well prepared for class and relies on kindness and structure in every lesson. Carrie takes time to develop and implement a creative instructional strategy and approach to her lessons, all to ensure the success of her students. One example is her in-character lessons. She impersonates characters like Sherlock Holmes and teaches the entire day in character, accent and all. Students are very engaged, entertained, and on task in her classroom. She serves as a positive role model who has the ability to build relationships and encourage students both academically and socially well beyond the job requirement. Her relationship with her colleagues is amazing. Her colleagues eagerly send out compliments on her for assisting with lessons, computer issues, and numerous other kindnesses. She is a positive role model and leader on our campus who takes her commitment to Mount Vernon ISD very seriously. We are very fortunate to have Carrie as a valued member of our middle school team. Our middle school teacher of the month, Miss Carrie Barnes.
That's totally Sherlock. It's not me.
Oh, okay.
That's not me.
Well, let's get a picture. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think y'all confused the people. She's not Sherlock.
It's not me, is it?
Yeah, I know, right?
Congratulations very much. We appreciate you. All right, next we will go to high school. If I could have Mr. Davian Hall come forward, please. Congratulations. I'll give that to you. It says, Coach Hall is a tremendous asset to Mount Vernon High School. Over the years, has served a number of roles for the high school, and even in the face of ever-changing job duties, he carries on his excellent work with a smile on his face and a positive attitude. This year, he has become our primary PE teacher at the high school and has excelled in the role. He has always been a great positive voice for our campus and can be counted on to try and implement any and all campus initiatives for the best of his ability. Coach Hall always handles his professional obligations in a timely manner. He is 100% reliable in handling things such as entering lesson plans, updating his gradebook, and completing necessary paperwork. Although Coach Hall does great in the classroom, his influence on our campus goes far beyond that. He is a true mentor to our students and goes above and beyond to help guide students and encourage them to make the right choices. You can always find him in the halls between classes, greeting students and giving them encouragement. Coach Hall's influence is not relegated to his athletes only, but instead he notices needs of all students and will step up to help in whatever way he can. Teachers also know that Coach Hall can be counted on to help them intervene positively with students as well. Outside of these things, Coach Hall works tirelessly for our student athletes by serving as both the girls and boys track coach as well as his duties as offensive coordinator for the Tiger football team. He is highly respected by our student athletes, and they always respond positively to his leadership and influence. We appreciate everything that Coach Hall brings to Mount Vernon, and he is long overdue to be recognized for the excellent work he is doing. High School Teacher of the Month, Coach Davian Hall.
I don't know, it's crazy. But I appreciate everything y'all do. I learn from everybody. I don't say much, so I just sit back and watch, and I just learn from different people. I mean, it's a lot of stuff I learn from some of our kids, and they don't even know it. And I just take the day-to-day process, and I'm just like them. I mean, just buy into it all and put it all together as a family. So I appreciate y'all for having me here, and it means a lot.
Very much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
And our campus support member of the month, Miss Tamara Breeden. Now, I have to admit, I'm sorry, we're going to have to get you your towel because our towel folks messed up. So we have a towel coming for you. All right, this is what her campus says about her. It says, Tamara Breeden serves as our PE assistant at the elementary campus. She demonstrates high standards of excellence every day along with a heart for serving our students. She assists Coach Norwood in planning activities that promote physical activity but are also fun. She is one of the most creative people and is always willing to step outside of the box and try something new. Imagine a class of 35 to 55-year-olds. You probably imagine mass chaos. However, every day Coach Breeden has a class that size who knows the expectations and follows the rules and procedures effortlessly. This does not happen by accident, but by the countless hours spent planning, setting up materials beforehand, and through explicit teaching of rules and expectations. I have never witnessed a PE class run more efficiently. Tamara is always offering to help and go above and beyond the expectations. She is the first to volunteer to stay after paid contract hours and help with our parent engagement events, and she is the first one to arrive early and cover if needed. This summer, we wanted to offer a PE class to provide a structured break for our students during summer school. She volunteered and knocked it out of the park with her planning. Mount Vernon Elementary School is blessed by Tamara's hard work and willingness to serve. She is a game changer. Our campus support member of the month, Ms. Tamara Breeden. Congratulations. Anything you want to say?
Just thank you.
Let's get a picture.
And we're going to do a group picture now.
Yep.
So Tamara, you can stay up here. for
Other
just a
three will
minute.
come back up.
Just Law, Hall, Barnes.
You can bring it if you want. Now, folks, I don't know if you noticed something, but out of all of these four right here, one of the things that really stuck out to me was the way that they not just relate to teachers, but their relationship with students, of how they truly made them feel a part of their classroom and made it was about students. And that is the great thing we have about Mount Vernon ISD teachers, is how they work with our students and impact them on a daily basis. So we greatly appreciate y'all very much. So, what do we need?
You're good. You're good.
Very good. Thank you all very much. Coach Marker, right here.
Now comes the fun part. Action items and things like that. So if y'all have things to do, I know I said 10 or 15 minutes, it's gonna be 40, but Paul almost, I teared up some right there, so that was moving. All of y'all,
Yes, I did too.
very, yeah. It's like that every month.
Yeah.
And we have another 15 or 20 minutes of meeting probably, so y'all are welcome to stay.
La la la.
I guess not.
Did you do it for Halloween? Yeah, it's like I tried.
Good job. Y'all always do.
10 minutes away from here.
Thanks, Ms. Tallsman. Thanks, Ms. Barnes. Thank you.
Let's go.
I'm recording myself because I know I won't be home by
Let's make it
6:45.
TC.
I have a feeling that's why we're one board member short.
Like I said, I'm recording it and we'll fast forward to commercial.
What time does the game start?
Ish.
6:45.
Well, it's not over till it's over.
That's right.
I was at
Just the
the game.
underdog.
I wonder to sit on second row at the game, but they told me.
I don't see anybody. Let me double check.
Thank y'all for coming.
Cowboys. I was just tickled to see TCU just come out and go right there. Represent the beach.
Are you wanting to speak in open forum? I didn't have anything, so, no? Okay, all right. Just double check and make sure. All right.
Good.
Mr. President, we don't have anything for open forum then.
All right. On to the next one.
Ma'am?
Yep. Give them a little leeway and there they go. All right, no open forum for public comments, so we'll move on to item 4, consider approval of the consent agenda. Any questions on the consent agenda? Okay, if there's no questions on that, need the motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Motion made by Brooks, seconded by Leanne. All 4? 3, 6 to 0 on that one. And we'll move to our action items. Scott, will you shut that door? Probably be better on our sound in here for the camera stuff. Thank you. Worked out good. All right. Item A, consider and approve TASB local policy update 120 affecting the following local policies. CB, local, state, and federal revenue services. CKC, local, which is safety program and risk management, emergency plans. FNG, local, student rights and responsibilities, student and parent complaints, grievances. And FO, local, which is student discipline. Dr. McCullough.
So in your board book, each one of these, you had the local policy comparison packet and explanatory notes. Minor changes in regard to what each one of these local policies already state. We can go through one by one if you'd like. I know they've been in your packet. You've had a chance to look at them. If you have questions, we can, Sandra and I'll do our best to answer questions. If not, then I will just present them as presented.
Any questions on those?
Okay.
All right, so I need a motion that we approve the TASB local policy update 120 affecting the following local policies. Robert makes that motion,
Second.
seconded by Linda, all for that one. That's 6-0.
Okay,
Next
thank you.
item is item B, consider and adopt the order for the May 6, 2023 general election.
Have that.
I'll read this. Order of General School Trustee Elections for Mount Vernon ISD. An election is hereby ordered to be held on May 6, 2023 for the purpose of, and which is to elect 3 school trustees for a 3-year term. Early voting by personal appearance will be conducted each weekday at Mount Vernon City Hall, 109 North Copeland Street, Mount Vernon, Texas, 75457, between the hours of 8 and 5 p.m., beginning on April 24, 2023, and ending on May 2nd, 2023. Applications for ballot by mail shall be mailed to Catherine Cash, CO Mount Vernon ISD, or email at elections@mountvernonisd.net. 501 Texas Highway 37, Mount Vernon, Texas, 75457. Applications for ballots by mail must be received no later than the close of business on April 24th, 2023. So, as in the first one, it says, an election is hereby ordered to be held on May the 6th of 2023. I guess we need a motion and a second on that.
Yes, sir, we do.
Okay, I'll make that motion. Do I have a second? Second by Robert. All for 6-0.
You just look at the wrong way.
Look at the wrong way. All right.
Okay. Let me give you, let me share with you, so we have our law firm working on a draft, because we have to join with the city. We don't have anything on file from the last time that we had a joint election with the city. The city doesn't have anything on file either, so we're working to get that put into place. I'll meet with the city and we'll work through that to work that agreement out, and we'll bring that back to you in February for the approval of the agreement. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Enrollment totals.
Enrollment totals, we're pretty much right there close to where we were this time last month. Get mine pulled up here. We are, as of January 4th, we were 1568. Down just a couple, maybe I think we're at 1570 maybe in December. I know we've had a couple enroll this week. 3.
I got an email on 3 at the elementary.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
we
we
have
have-
several.
At 3, I know middle school has 4. Yeah.
4 today.
Yep. So we've had several enroll here coming back from Christmas break. So
Did we lose any?
Did you say at the high school too?
I believe we had one today, I don't know if any additional.
yeah.
You're on the 6th.
On the 6th.
So okay. So that's where we are, which is good. We're at least maintaining, even maybe picking up a little. Again, I don't know for sure. I'm not talking to Julia if we've had any leave at break, but we're holding pretty firm right where we are. So that's good.
Okay. Campus and department updates.
Ms. Desiree, we'll let you go first.
Yes, I don't have a lot because it feels like we just got back. So I will tell you, so our elementary school, our students did get to participate in UIL. And that was really neat that they had the opportunity, because there's no students in the elementary that has been able to do that because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so that was neat, that was everybody's first. So we had 64 students participate and 37 placed.
Oh wow.
So that's just a true testament to the hard work and dedication of both the students and the coaches. We don't have, for some reason, Mineola made the decision not to do an overall district score. So there's no knowledge of who got first, second, or third place in district. Attendance rate, I checked that today, and we're at 94.80%, so not quite meeting our goal, but December really hit us really hard. We also recognized 4 staff members today in our morning meeting that has had perfect attendance for the semester. And so they're going to get to celebrate with campus, off-campus lunch.
Do you want to name those?
Sure. Megan Wall, Stephanie Gertis, Carmen Contreras, and Allison Higgins.
Very good.
So all 4 of those staff members. And then we had 2 that had perfect attendance from October through December. We recognized them, bought Loading Dog Coffee for them. So
Very good.
that was Drew McKnight and Heather Mitchell.
Very good.
So just to kind of give you, we're going to continue to do the same things that we kind of talked about in December, but some professional development that we had during those 2 days before. We had a training through Region 8 that focused on Tier 1, 2, and 3 behavior strategies, and that was district-wide. But we also had some on-campus training where we revisited the Fundamental 5 and writing critically. We really are going to have to increase our focus on writing from pre-K through 4. So we kind of started out by giving every teacher a 3rd and 4th grade reading test. And so they kind of looked through this in their vertical teams, and we asked, what do you find differently? Because honestly, our 3rd and 4th grade teachers, they've been diving into the STAR redesign. But, out of sight, out of mind, if you're in a different grade level, it's not really your focus. And so we really wanted the teachers to see the why behind it and what is required of our 3rd and 4th grade students. Because they're gonna have constructive responses, but they're also gonna have a 4-paragraph constructive response. And so that focuses on the ideas, but also the conventions. And so that starts in pre-K, that starts in kindergarten. So we kind of focused and really focused on how to explicitly teach writing, and then across the content areas. So how can you write in math? How can you write in science? How can you write in social studies? Because I think a lot of our teachers are all the time thinking, well, we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time to teach writing. And so we worked on that and really looking at prerequisite skills, because not only do they have to write, but these kids have to type. So they have to type these responses. And, that in itself is really a work in progress. I mean, my child came home one day and he was so excited because he could type 14 words per minute. And I'm like, wow, it's really gonna take you a while to type that constructive response. So, we're going to continue with our planning protocol. We already have PLCs established, but really we're really working on trying to find a time where we can have weekly data meetings and not take up a teacher's conference. So we're looking at coverage for recess, where we meet once a week. We're starting our formal observations, and our students are about to take their middle of the year screeners, and along with our 1st grade dyslexia screener. So, any questions?
Very good. Thank you, Ms. Desiree. Ms. Woodard?
All right, for middle school, I hope it's all right if we just still stand up here. Some of the things that we're still just working on, just adding to, one of them being our students are going through the first progress monitoring to see where they are since they've come in, see what things they need to work on. Since our English test was moved up till April, that's kind of got our teachers in a little bit of panic. So we're doing that this week and next week and trying to get that progress done so that we can have 2 days a week during a leap period for them to concentrate on those skills that they need individually in the reading and math areas. We're also looking at an assembly this Wednesday, and I'd like to invite you if you'd like to come. We're having our honors, our academic assembly for the first semester, in which we honor our AB honor roll students, our A honor roll students, our perfect attendance, and our perfect behavior students. So we'll be honoring them where we give away an electronic of some sort for randomly their name is put in the hat for one of the certificates. So they have lots of opportunities to get lots of certificates. And we do have a lot of students with a lot of certificates, which is really awesome for the kids. Very excited for that. For our teachers, for our attendance, we're still working. We've had a lot of kids out sick. We've had a lot of teachers out sick. Miss Denson is back on campus from her surgery. She's doing quite well. You wouldn't even know. I'm just amazed that she can get up and move around after having hip surgery. Miss Sewell is recovering. She said she's doing well. She hopes to be back on the 17th. And Miss Reese is still out. She hopes to be back by the 18th. both of those recovering from recent surgeries. And then we're in the, planning stages of getting ready for next year's schedule. So we're working on getting, what's needed for the students, things like that. Just getting ready to have the student schedules, get that long preparation to have a master schedule for next year. So we have begun that as well. And we've begun, our formal observations. Surprisingly, I'm just kind of tickled about that because I've had some teachers, we allow them to give us a window for which they want their observations, and so many of them were, let me just go ahead and do it right now. So many that I couldn't do them all the first 2 days of school last week, that they had some review plan going and they really wanted me to come see it, so I got to see 2 of them. Very excited about that they're less apprehensive about those, so that was good. And that's all I have for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Woodard.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, good evening, I guess we'll just say now. For the high school, as I said last time, we're really excited about, the way the first semester went, and excited about getting this one started. Teachers had a couple of days last week to get some good preparation in, moving into the second semester, and they spent a whole lot of time planning with their teams and just preparing those things to get going. One of the things that we're really starting out this semester focusing on is what we're doing as far as small group intervention during the school day. This is really geared more for our STAR tested subjects, but teachers have started bringing in this week, actually, they're doing some small groups with what we call with the kids that they expect to get master's level on their tests. So we're not just focusing on the kids that we're trying to get to passing, we're really this year trying to bring some emphasis on the kids that we know should achieve very, very high. So we've got small groups going that started this week. Some of the groups are for the kids that we would consider need to be at master's level. Some of the kids are for that middle level, and then some of them are just for that. We're trying to get to the passing level. But that's happening in the English and the math, and it's going to be starting in the other ones here very shortly. So that, of course, this is test time of the year, of course. So we'll start prepping for a TSI. We've got benchmarks coming up here. Next month, at the end of next month, I believe is the first one with ELA, so that's happening as well. Attendance-wise, they mentioned attendance, I'll mention as well. For this first semester, we were just south of 94%, so again, not where we want to be, but an improvement on where we were this time last year. Ms. Woodard mentioned it, and she and I have kind of been working back and forth about scheduling. We try to really stay in contact with each other on what we're doing, and we've kind of started the process of looking at next year and thinking about some of the things we could do kind of cohesively between the 2 campuses that might benefit students in the district. So there's a lot of questions to be answered there, but we've already started the process of talking about next year and what classes we can offer and where we can offer them at in order to best serve the students that we have in the district. Just a few non-academic things popped in my head. Academic UIL starting up at the high school. I know elementary did very well in theirs, and my kids got to participate, and they enjoyed it a lot. But we're trying to put an increased emphasis on that at the high school this year and kind of get that going back in the direction that it needs to be going. And kind of Ms. Carly Hunt, y'all know her, she's kind of taking that role on as our coordinator. She has a practice meet scheduled. It's a virtual practice meet coming up here about a month from now, I think, is the first one. So hopefully we have some new teachers this year that are involved in that haven't been in the past. So hopefully we'll have some good results from that. So academic UL starting up. As you all know, some of you know for sure that the cheer state competition is this Thursday. So I get to make my yearly voyage to Fort Worth Convention Center. So that's happening on Thursday, as well as the Paris District FFA conference that we always host here at Mount Vernon. I believe that's on Thursday as well. And so those are just some of the things that are happening this time of the year. As y'all know, the spring semester is fast and furious across the whole district, but especially in high school. So a lot of things going on. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Glover. Anybody else want to share any updates? Anybody?
Oh, he does. He said, no, that's not correct. 35 words per minute.
Oh.
Very nice. Thank you for the correction.
And he was
I
one
like
of the
it.
placers at number cent.
So what did you place?
Congratulations, Rylan.
You got third?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Very good. All right. Okay.
Okay. Item 7, convene the closed session for personnel pursuant to Texas Government Code 551074 and to evaluate the superintendent and discuss the superintendent's contract. It is now 6 o'clock in the PM.
Who's playing?
9:16, the board convenes back into open session. And at this time, we're gonna move to, item 9, personnel report, consider superintendent contract. At this time, I'll make a motion that we extend the superintendent contract, by 1 year, which will be effective January 9th, 2023. And that will be, making it still a 5-year contract, which will be through 2028, and they approve a 2% raise, and that comes on a positive evaluation of our superintendent, Dr. McCullough. Any other, so I make a motion that we, so to have a second on that,
Second.
second by Brooks, all four,
You're gonna miss that.
6-0.
Thank you all, I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Consider professional contracts. Do we have any?
We don't have any hires.
Okay.
We do have one resignation to acknowledge, that is Chris Partridge, our band director, effective our June 13th.
Okay. Effective June 13th.
The end of this
which will
school
be
year,
out of
yes.
School year.
So he's gonna finish out the school year.
Give us time to go looking, so. that's-
Correct. We'll begin that process soon.
Okay.
That's all I have, Board President.
Any further business?
Make sure real quick that I didn't miss something here.
Was there another one? or
That's
board
what I'm
meeting?
fixing to look at real quick.
I was thinking there was.
Oh, one more resignation. Did we not have Miss Mabel? Sorry.
We had her in.
Sorry,
there.
Mabel Dunlap, it was, sorry. Need to acknowledge the resignation of Mabel Dunlap. I apologize.
And that was effective,
End of December.
okay.
Yeah, thank you for seeing that. I apologize for that.
That was Robert.
Yep.
I just got the mouth.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
Lost two good ones right there, but
For sure.
blessed to have some of them pretty good folks.
I just didn't know if it was just a.
Any further business? All right, at
9:18.
9:18, about 2 hours later than what we thought, this meeting is adjourned.